There are total of three types of epitaxial technique to grow epitaxial layer. The first one is LPE, liquid phase epitaxy. The second one is VPE, vapor phase epitaxy, and the third one is, and the more advanced technique is MBE, molecular beam epitaxy. So for silicon epitaxy, we generally do not use liquid phase epitaxy, as its name suggests that the process occurs when the material is in liquid state. But the silicon is little bit typical task to be in liquid phase. So generally we will talk about the VPE and MBE. So first we will talk about the vapor phase epitaxy. The chemical vapor phase epitaxy of single crystal silicon usually performed in the reactor consisting of quartz reaction chamber and a susceptor, where the susceptor used or provide physical support for the substrate wafer and provide a more uniform thermal environment. So generally the deposition occur at high temperature. So before learning about the vapor phase epitaxial process, we will consider or we will discuss about the basic transport process and the reaction kinetics of the gas flow in the reactor. So first we will talk about a number defined by a Reynolds number, which indicate the type of gas flow in reaction tube. So the Reynolds number Re given by Re equal to dr rho v upon mu, where dr is diameter of reaction tube and v is gas velocity and rho is gas density and mu is gas viscosity. So the parameter for dr and v are generally in several centimeters and tens of centimeter per second for industrial purpose. And generally we use a hydrogen as a carrier gas, and by using the typical value of rho and mu for hydrogen gas, we can find out that Re is approximately 100, and if the Reynolds number Re is less than 2000, then the gas flow represent a laminar gas flow in reaction tube, and if Re is greater than 2000, then it represents the turbulent gas flow. So the laminar gas flow is indicated as shown in the figure. This is the reaction tube, and here we take the gas as an input. So the gas will flow in this way. So this is a susceptor, this point is susceptor, and the lower boundary layer will exist or will create inside the reaction tube, and the upper boundary layer will form inside the reaction tube. So we can see that at particular some point or above the susceptor, the gas reactant velocity will be 0, just below, just above the susceptor, and above this 0 velocity there must be a some finite value of velocity. So the layer will form in this way in the upper and the lower side of reaction tube. Thickness of the boundary layer Y is defined by formula drx upon Re, the whole power half, where Re is Reynolds number, dr is diameter of reaction tube, x is the distance of boundary layer. If we put the formula Re equal to dr rho v upon mu, then we find out that y is equal to x mu upon v rho to the power half. Sorry, x is the distance coordinate inside the reaction tube. So we will find that the boundary layer thickness y is equal to x upon x mu upon v rho. Y is dependent on the velocity or the gas flow velocity. So हाइड्रोजन गैस को हम एज अ कैरियर गैस यूज करते हैं जिसमें हमारे रिएक्टेंट मिक्स होते हैं. तो ये रिएक्टेंट हमारे ससेप्टर के ऊपर रखे हुए सैंपल में डिपॉजिट होने चाहिए। तो जो भी गैस फ्लो मतलब हाइड्रोजन गैस के साथ जो रिएक्टेंट्स आएंगे वो हमारे बाउंड्री लेयर से होते हुए सब ससेप्टर और सबस्ट्रेट सैंपल के ऊपर डिपॉजिट होंगे। It is across this boundary layer, it is across this boundary layer, the reactants are transported to the surface. So the flux of species going to and coming from the vapor surface are function of several variables like temperature, system pressure, reactant concentration, and layer thickness. So the flux can be defined as J equal to or J proportional to Ng minus Ns upon where Ng gas stream reactant concentration, Ns equal to surface reactant concentration. So proportionality can be replaced by a constant D. It will represent by Ng minus Ns upon Y, where D is gas phase diffusivity and this T is a function of pressure and temperature and Y is the thickness of boundary layer. Now J is the reactant flux of molecules per unit area per unit time. J is reactance flux. Now under a steady state condition, the flux of reactants across the boundary layer is equal by chemical reaction at the silicon surface where the film is growing. So under a steady state condition, the reactants flux or flux of reactant equal to chemical reaction at the silicon surface where the film is growing. So J is proportional to Ns only. So proportionality constant replaced by Ks. The Ks is chemical reaction rate constant which represent the surface reaction. So if we replace the value of Jk in equation J equal to D Ng minus Ns upon Y, then we get a expression Ks Ns is equal to D Ng minus Ns upon 1 Ks Ns Y equal to D Ng minus D Ns. So Ns is D plus Ksy equal to D and G. So finally we get our expression Ns equal to Ng upon 1 plus Ksy upon. So the expression for surface reactant concentration Ns in terms of Ng, where Ns equal to Ng upon 1 plus Ksy upon D, and the term D upon Y is called gas phase transfer coefficient and represented by Ng. So the surface concentration of reactant, that is which determine the layer growth rate, is function of both chemical reaction chemistry and gas phase transport phenomena. So from this equation we conclude 2 points: the surface concentration reactant proportional to Ks, that is reaction chemistry, and the second one is Hg, that means gas phase transport process. What if Y approaches 0? Y means if the thickness of the boundary layer equal to 0, then the surface concentration of reactant is approximately equal to Ng. So the growth process will be dominated by the surface chemical reaction. It indicate growth dominated by surface reaction chemistry. And if Ks is large number, Ns equal to the surface concentration approach 0, Ns tends to 0, and the overall process is limited by transport of reactant across the boundary layer. So the overall process dominated by